Hello guys and welcome back into another video. Let's do a quick market recap for today, quick weekly recap. I also want to talk about bank earnings because today, we did have quite a drop at open and that was mostly due with bank earnings. So I will be going over stocks like Wells Fargo. We have JP Morgan sitting at a very nice level of support as well as Bank of America because Bank of America does have earnings coming into next week and an overall XLF, which will be the bank's ETF. So I'll be going over a lot in this video, as well as some dip buys, with like Square and PayPal. And we'll be going a lot of these very nice levels of stocks, and especially IWM sitting at a very nice level at the demand zone. So overall, if you guys do enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments your thoughts on these stocks. Now, let's take a look at overall the SPY first, okay? And we take a look at SPY. SPY dropped to that 460 level that we were talking about in the last video. Now, we can see we gapped down. We gapped down due to bank earnings. And overall, JP Morgan fell 6%, which affected XLF, which is the bank's ETF, as well as Bank of America. So it really, started kind of like a chain effect. All the banks were dropping, and then, the Dow was dropping as well as the SPY. So one thing to keep in mind is again, banks ETF is on the SPY, but it is not on QQQ. So as you can see, QQQ had a better day than the SPY. So you can see QQQ up over 0.5%, while SPY barely closing in at a break even. So overall, with these banks' earnings, we had a lot of, inflation concerns with these earnings, which brought attention to that level. Now, taking a look at, we could see JP Morgan, it fell over 6%. So it did create a massive gap down. But we can see that it is sitting at a major nice, level of support over here on the daily chart. So I'm definitely watching this at market open for next week because things are looking very interesting for JP Morgan. Even taking a look at Bank of America, it closed, around the gap level of zone. So this could also be a nice short for Bank of America to fill this gap down below. But overall, we do have a lot of, plays setting up for next week. Now, taking a look at SPY, we've been flat since November. So it's been a couple of months. We've been just trading sideways with interest rate concerns and inflation. So we're mostly just trading sideways for SPY. And this is a correction. And as long as if we hold this level of support, we are looking at good. We have, plenty of, scalps going on at this level of support. But overall, every day it passes by, we're getting tighter and tighter. And it is a matter of time before the market decides, are we going to pull back to the downside, or are we going to break up to the upside? So next week, taking a look, definitely end of the month, we should have a clear direction of the market. So you just have to be very patient, especially since we have earnings coming up. We have a lot of earnings coming up. Next week, we have tech earnings coming up. So on investing.com, you guys can actually go to earnings, and we can see, we had a lot of techs reporting in today: JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, and overall, next week we have a lot of earnings. We have Bank of America. So most of it is still finance. And then after that, we will have tech reporting earnings. Now, taking a look at QQQ, it's still at under the support for QQQ. So we need to hold this level of support. So it still does not look good. Taking a look at tech, we do have a lot of dip buys. Taking a look at PayPal is a great example of a dip buy, just straight up playing shares. Taking a look at Square, Square is looking very nice at this level of demand zone. Again, all of these setups, the stop loss is going to be the close below the support on the daily time frame. So a lot of stocks are in sale right now, sitting at major level of supports. And my favorite one right now has to be IWM because IWM is very predictable. We can see the 210.70 level is a major level of support. The stop loss has to be the close below the daily. Okay, so stop loss is stop loss closed below the daily at this level of support. So we can see IWM is a very, very nice play now. This is the small caps ETF, and I'm just straight up looking to buy in shares. Right now is really not the time to play options. So, even taking a look at PayPal, Square, all of these dip buys, I'm taking a look for a swing off shares. Taking a look at, IWM, the risk to reward looks very, very nice. The stop loss is going to be very, very light, setting the stop loss to close below the daily support. And overall, the whole market is at a major, major level of support. And Qualcomm has to be my favorite one to be watching next week. I didn't play Qualcomm, but Qualcomm is getting very, very tight, and it is a matter of time before it breaks out. So there are definitely a lot of setups to watch this week, and definitely at a market open for Tuesday. This is going to be a interesting watch. Again, Monday we do have, the market is closed Monday. So we actually take a look at the economic calendar. We could see that, we have Monday market open. And you guys have to go to the filters side, go over to United States and click the 3 stars for the market. So we have, Monday market is closed. And then rest of the day, pretty much, we don't have any catalyst. But on Tuesday, we do have a lot of earnings for banks. So overall, that is it. We can take a look at, for example, Microsoft. A lot of these stocks tested that level of support. We could see, Tesla is still hanging on at that level. Apple is still trying to test that level of support. Even something like Coin, a lot of these stocks just retested the level of support. And basically the whole day, today was the point of just testing that support again. So at Tuesday, it's going to be very, very interesting to just hold that level. We just need to hold that level. Once we go below this level and once we do close below that level of support, it is going to be getting very, very dangerous because this head and shoulder will be playing out on the spot. So as you guys can see, it is setting up very, very nicely. Even taking a look at, for example, Amazon, a lot of these stocks tested levels of support and definitely, now is the time to buy up shares. Okay, now is the time to buy before, we start curling up for the market. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia closed below that level of support, so it really is invalid. Now, AMD is still holding this level of support, and Neo is also another one that I'm watching very, very carefully because it is consolidating very, very nicely at that 31 level. And overall, I'm just gonna be playing shares as of right now, and I'm looking to buy the dip on some shares very, very slowly. Amazon has to be my favorite one, but just take a look at the weekly time frame. We do have a lot of opportunities. PayPal is looking very, very nice, as well as SQ. As long as if you have a very, very nice stop loss, you should be fine. Straight up just buying shares. And definitely IWM, I'll be looking to alert some shares tomorrow. The next Tuesday. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be posting another video probably on banks because banks are going to be looking very, very interesting this year since, we do have interest rates rising and that is going to be very, very good for banks. So overall, hope you guys enjoy this video and see you guys tomorrow.